Welcome to Future Wrestling, lads. It's the go-home show. To end all go-home shows, we have our season finale next week, and we have quite a lot of business to deal with, I think it's fair to say. So, lads, welcome to our final, I suppose, technically our last episode of Future Wrestling before our pay-per-view next week. So let's see who we have on the roster tonight. So on my left-hand side, on the Brady Run screen, is Amy, back playing Selena. You're still with us, which is nice. You know, Selena has a few laps left at Future Wrestling. You must be excited to leave us on a high.
Yeah, sure.
As we saw last week.
Do I get a break actually, like after my character has to be retired? Do I get like a preve of like 2 weeks so I can catch up on my actual job?
No.
This is your job.
This is your.
I'm not getting paid.
You
for this,
are the BBC, so come on.
Oh no.
To be fair, she does actually jump out windows if you get her drunk. It's actually true. I've seen that happen. And the wig comes off.
Did you take that to a dirty place? He took that to a dirty place. Look,
I like how he took the BBC to the dirty place, because I thought he was going to do the other one as well, and he didn't.
Listen, we all know what a BBC is, and it's nothing to do with the British Broadcasting Company. So, just saying.
Well done, Jerry. We haven't even started the show, and you've already broken KC. Good job, man.
I'm so glad my break wasn't on like record.
Yes. That should be a good thing. In any case, on the Ryan side is indeed the man to know, playing Rob Midas tonight. And fair to say, Rob, you had a rather interesting main event to watch.
I'm still laughing at Jerry.
I think we're all laughing at Jerry here, aren't we? At your expense.
Last week, now, very much surprised me. I did not expect what happened last week. It's now become a kind of thing that I was like, right, I try and up my game every week, and someone comes along and just knocks the absolute shit out of me. I'm like, it's just, I feel like I want my identity stolen off me now. So where's the usual stealer? He's not here tonight.
He won't be in. He's not here. He's after stealing
the stuff in the.
Because I kind of want him to just.
Room.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, I kind of want him to come in because he was getting all the heat for a while, and now it's like, fuck, let's just like fuck over Jerry. You know,
there you go. Yeah. No, unfortunately,
but now I have to say now, for Alan Morph, anyone who watched it last week's show was just absolutely brilliant. Like nobody can deny that was absolutely amazing. The ones that were left, we were sitting there, we're looking at going.
I was a very proud parent.
It was absolutely fantastic. So Jerry, honest to God, there you go. Let's go, Alan. It was amazing, like absolutely top notch from top to bottom. His description of what he was doing, he takes off the mask, and the description of what he's doing to everyone out of the ring. I'm just like, Jesus Christ Almighty! Like I'm like, he's coming after me. That's it. He's coming after me. But I was both surprised but also delighted because it kind of gives me a few ideas as to what I can do now. So
indeed,
very shocked but happy. Shock value.
Exactly. And if anyone's wondering where Jim Morris is tonight, don't worry. He's just accidentally stole an extra hour off daylight savings time, so you will be in shortly later on, in case you're wondering. So on the
wondering,
no one's
wondering.
we might have some Cornet fans watching along. You never know.
He's not even wondering.
Why
Anyway.
would Cornet fans be interested in fucking Jim Morris? He's
Because they always watch stuff they hate, so they can moan about it. Because they have no life and they live in their basements. Come on, people. Come on, Dennis. You know this already. You don't have to explain to you. Anyway,
I fully believe that Jim Cornette lives in his own basement.
I totally believe that. And watches other people fuck his wife. So, Kev, welcome to the show, man. You're joining us from the Cyrus Gold cave.
I am.
So, how's the mood? Because you have a rather tasty affair for your match tonight.
Just before introducing me, you talked about Cornet having people watching people fuck his wife, and then straight away I'm the one that has the affair.
The tasty affair.
Tasty affair, indeed. Because you're facing Cutter in our, I suppose, pseudo main event tonight.
I am, and he's a shithawk anyway, so that'll be grand. It'll be a fucking walk in the park for me.
Indeed.
Oh.
Dennis, can you cooperate? Are you indeed a shithawk?
Yes.
Thanks, Dennis.
So in the cannot be a shy hawk.
He can be a shy hawk if he wants.
To be shite hawk.
I don't know. Shit hawk sounds weird. I always think you're such a shy hawk.
Shite hawk.
Shy hawk. Shy
It has
hawk.
to have the E in it.
Shy hawk.
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to be a shy hawk instead of a shit hawk?
Yes.
What the hell's a
Cyrus,
hawk?
Fuck off, because I don't care what you want to be.
Uncultured swine.
Hawk.
Dear.
I've heard him cats this
Ball
RPG.
bag.
Anyway.
Warford, lads. Yeah,
So
fucking James is the only decent one of the group.
Jamie, I don't know how the fuck you convinced him of that, but like, fair fucking play.
Yeah. He's probably the worst of us.
Yeah.
Staying quiet, and he
makes me look good.
That is just not true. He has fucking hair, okay?
See, what you don't know is that's a fucking wig.
Grew it myself, motherfucker.
Jamie's been bald since he was like fucking 12.
So anyway, yes, in the center square tonight is, and rightfully so, in fairness, considering the main event from last week, is Mr. Alan Morph. As you can see there, he is. He is.
Oh, there
he is. Hey. So, KC, you rather stunned Future Wrestling last week, and rightfully so. Is there anything else in the bag of tricks tonight?
Well, no, just focus on getting the title from Foxy Last Stand. That's what I have to do tonight. Get there. I'm trying not to think of BBCs and, break my shit laughing during the promo.
That is, it's very important not to think of the Brits during any point at this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Whenever I get nervous, I just think of the BBC.
Yeah, absolutely. So
does
on
Amy.
I was distracted because I'm actually doing my work. What was that?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Yes.
It's fine. You don't want to know. It's fine.
Her work, she's just looking for the BBC.
She's on the iPlayer, if you know what I mean. So
You should have been there.
yeah, it should have been there.
Sure. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm just gonna turn the volume off.
I love how Foxy says should have been here. You only just fucking came in. Fuck that.
Fashionably late as ever. In the bottom left, then this week is Kira playing Violet Storm, and as you found out last week, your match with Selena is official, and it's a backyard match, which means we all get to throw in little items into the.
This sounds so much more seedy than it actually is. I know we've done them before, but you make it sound so seedy. Selena
it's
and
going
Violet
to be
in the backyard, and we get to throw our own things on. Like
It's going to be, because then you really will see really, really big BBCs then, and then we're all fucked.
the Future Wrestling orgy for the season finale.
Whatever floats your boat.
I mean, it'll be obviously under a paywall, because that's the only way we're going to get money on this channel. So good luck with that, lads. Trying to find it first of all.
Kira, I sent you a picture of the outfits we're going to wear. Do you remember the school uniforms? I've modified them just slightly, only slightly.
Can I get those photos?
Just so you know, this is recorded.
Yes,
We're out there.
We're live, pal. So, elsewhere on the board is Mr. James Rage, who myself and him will be having a submission match at Last Stand, and it's cool. We're okay with that. We're gentlemen fighters, and that's about it. There's nothing else to be said about that.
Nope, absolutely not a thing.
Ignore the chuckling schoolgirls in the corner. And last but certainly not least, the fashionably late future world champion Silver Fox, who has, to be fair, has not wrestled that much in the last month on the bequest of his manager, Rob Midas. But in fairness, considering what happened last week, Fox, you might be called up to action.
Yeah. I was watching back the promo.
Wasn't a promo, was a fucking murder. That's what it was.
Just watching your reaction through the whole lot was absolutely magical.
This is my client speaking. What a fucking arsehole. Clearly does not have a BBC.
No, we can't all make the BBC like you.
No.
You take that back, you dirty bastard.
I can't breathe.
Anyway, I can't tell if this is like a go-home show or like a show designed to kill Amy. Whichever one, it's going to work out quite well because her character's gone into this. Yeah, exactly. So lads, let's get on with the show. This will be the start of the show, lads. So we'll just pretend that Aaron has always been there and Cyrus Gold hasn't. Like continuity wise, this is going to be a mind fuck. So
No.
Like the snap, he just switched all of a sudden. It's like boop.
He's like, ding! I'm gonna have the Cyrus Gold like placard in his corner anyway, just for proper mind games. Anyway,
that just proves my theory. Jim Morris is a time traveling Cyrus Gold.
Yeah, I do think that's canon now. I think we have to accept that.
Can't even fucking deny it. He's laughing.
No, he's not. He knows. He's been exposed.
Yeah, bastard, you got me.
Yes.
Well, that means Jim Morris from the future. He stole someone's fucking hair.
As we all know, Jared, baldness is cured in the future because, of course, it is. Why wouldn't it be?
No, seriously, Jean-Luc Picard.
Yes. Shut up, Wesley. Anyway, lads, it's time for our opening contest, which is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing to the ring first. Oh, this speaker isn't that going to say. There we go. It really is fucking like late stage WCW, lads. This is awful. Don't make them like they used to. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 177 pounds from Manchester, England, Michaela Joyce. Again, one of the NPCs we know quite well from the run here in Future Wrestling. One half of the Young Bloods, who's the Young Bloods tag team. And again, just your typical kind of young talent that's looking to make a name for herself. And someone who I believe Volestorm has crossed paths before with in the Youngblood tournament, if not in the same group. So this will not be a unusual encounter to say the least. And again, not much to say about the entrance. Just usually just like clapping hands, get into the ring, and run the ropes. And introducing her opponent, weighing in at 188 pounds. Violet Storm.
I'm just gonna bop down to the ring, get a glad hand on fans, and straight into the ring.
Indeed. So, like I said, the competition will go well. Violet Storm seems to be in very high spirits now that this supposed situation with Selena now seems to have an end in sight with a backyard match at Last Stand. Indeed, it may well be Selena's last stand or last match here in Future Wrestling. But for Violet Storm, it's perhaps a rite of passage to prove that she is good enough to hang with world title contenders. Indeed, with that title contention in her back pocket, this could not be a more better opportunity to prove that she is championship worthy. Indeed, music fades out and the bell rings. So I will play on behalf of Michaela for now. Violet, give us your opening roll. Let's see how you do. At a 10. That is quite literally 10 times better than my roll. So you're quite 5 times better than my roll. So you have the floor here, Violet. Go for it.
Okay, go for just the standard collar and elbow tie up and just push her back to the ropes. And to go for a hip toss.
Hip toss.
Then
cool.
Take over and just take her in the back.
Yep, that's fine. So that'll be a work roll, Violet, if that's all right for the whole sequence. And that's a 10 altogether. So good stuff. You are in control of the match.
Okay. So I will think. Just go for chin. No. I don't know what to do.
I presume you're kind of sticking to wrestling for the time being anyway.
Yeah, I am going to run the rope and drop kick her in the chest.
Nice. That'll be a luck roll, +1. And very good. So drop kick is successful. Michaela's going to roll up the ring here. So you're still in control of the match though. So she's slid out the ring here to try and catch a breath.
Fuck, could go for tope suicida.
Ooh, nice. Another luck roll, Violet. That is a critical tope. So lovely stuff. And perfect angle, perfect impact as well. And we get a lovely replay of it as well. So good job. Critical gives you an audience and you're still in control of the match.
Okay, just going to throw it back in. Go for a brainbuster and then a pin.
Brainbuster. Okay, so I'm going to treat that as a power roll, -1. Let's see if you can pull it off. Okay, it's a 5. So you're going to go for the brainbuster and Michaela's going to reverse out of it. And what she's going to go for, she's going to hook you in for a victory roll. So this gives you a chance to kick out of it.
Okay.
And that'll do it. So you have a chance to reverse it if you want, because you couldn't get a better roll than that. So what would you like to do? Yeah, okay. Let's see if Michaela can kick out of that. 1, 2, kick out just before 3. lucky Michaela Joyce. So Violet, you're in control of the match still.
Okay, would I be able to go from that into an armbar?
You could go into an armbar. Yes, work roll. And lovely stuff. You are now in the armbar and Michaela Joyce is struggling to get at the ropes. While this is happening, we hear a little bit of from the Titantron, from the screen, and we see somebody kind of standing in the middle of like a ring, kind of like on the outdoor, and Thomas going, what the hell is going on here? Michaela Joyce is in an armbar here. She could very well tap out, but there's something happening here on screen. We must have a tech issue here. Is that Kratos? Is that who I think it is? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. And who it is Selena standing in the middle of the backyard ring that we're going to have at Last Stand. Indeed, even in the outdoor venue that we have as well. So the ring has already been set up and she's standing in the middle of it. And she does indeed have a mic.
Violet, always trying to prove the point here, but no. Let's see. Over the last couple of weeks, you've been trying to prove yourself. You've tried to say that you're the best, or you've tried to say that you deserve to be with the big boys. You deserve to be in the title picture. I don't know. Do you really? I think realistically, I mean, if you really wanted this shot, you would have taken me out straight away. No, instead what you're doing is you're actually allowing me to walk around. You're allowing me to get into your head. You're allowing me to continue and just walk out of here into the sunset. I'm still going to get my golden edge on this one, okay? You're still going to sit there in the background, completely wasted, never used, and just overlooked, like always. Like you always have been, like you always will be. But if you want to prove a point now, you know where to find me. Come on. Prove to everyone here that you deserve to have that contract. Prove to everyone right now. Come out here and fight me right now. Or is it you're just too scared? Or are you going to hide behind that briefcase? You're going to hide behind everything else and just continue to be overlooked.
So, Kira,
That would
the
be your
gauntlet has been thrown
perfect
down.
opportunity to break Michaela's fucking arm in the ring.
To be fair, none of us like Michaela or Connor Joyce, right? And I need one of them to be concussed so we can get another non-canon show.
You have her in an armbar. She's just saying, prove to me that you want and all that. Fucking snap her arm.
Bear in mind, Violet's a face.
Yes.
Yeah, but you got to show some aggression.
Yeah, no, they're showing an aggression. And then there's just being a cunt.
Then there's being James Rage. Like,
then there's being Sexy Star. Now, hold on a second. There's being Violet Storm, and then there's being Sexy Star. Which one do we really want her to be?
Pew, 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 pew.
Shotgun shots fired.
Boom. So, Kira, what do you want to do then? You have her in the armor. You've heard all of this play out. And
Sorry, I don't have to say anything else now, do I? Can I get back to
not it's up to Violet now. What does she want to do?
Trying to weigh up whether or not it's to heal or not. I want to kick Michaela in the face, knock her out, and just walk out, head into the backyard.
Yeah,
walk, and wait. Bitch, you fucking run out. You don't walk, you run. Go with fucking determination.
Yes.
You're proving a point here. You don't saunter. Don't give me more time. You fucking run. Why am I telling her this? No, actually, saunter. Walk, actually, saunter. Walk. You're fine. Stop and get a coffee on the way.
Why not? So there you have it.
Finish your work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I love it. The camera goes back to Selena accidentally, and she's just like this. Go away. I'm doing my visa. Stop. I've finally gotten Kratos' visa sorted. Fuck off.
Wait, hold on. We're losing Kratos too?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Alan Morph has terminated his contract with Future Wrestling.
I didn't realize anyone actually liked Kratos.
Wishing the best of my future endeavors.
Hey!
Don't worry. We have a surprise for you from Kratos. Don't worry.
Oh, we do. Don't worry.
Oh, dear.
You're going to do a fucking Brandy and Cody pregnancy announcement. That's raging.
We're not doing that.
More hedgehogs.
There we go. That's more like it. Yeah.
He's getting the hedgehogs back.
Oh, beautiful. It's full circle, lads. You love the storytelling. But yes, Violet Storm does indeed storm out of the arena and the Communist goal. Well, it looks like we're not waiting until the last stand. Violet Storm is on the way to the to what is the last stand arena here, where this ring has already been set up prematurely, I must say, but nevertheless, it's there. And Selena is waiting for.
She's storming to the back
down since the Youngblood tournament.
To be fair, Kratos, I think
rusted.
Kratos,
those girls got their tetanus shots.
Well, Kratos, it's funny you should have a sense of humor about this, because you've been very quiet on this feud for the last couple of weeks, and
I'm not getting involved. I know my place, and it is not to get involved.
Well, unfortunately, it does seem that maybe we'll find out what happens later on tonight, if indeed anything does there in that arena. But for now, Violet Storm has lost by count out. Michaela Joyce is the winner here in this contest. But ultimately, I think there's more going on at play here than just a simple count out victory. So we'll see what happens later on tonight. Indeed, we will. So I will. So then the camera cuts to me then in my kind of office, and let me just. Oh, reading the book. I don't know, whatever GMs do for time. You have a knock on the door. Door's open. Well, Mr. Midas and Mr. Fox, nice of you to show up. How can I help?
You don't need to address him like that. I gave him the time off last week, but that's not the issue right now. We don't need to talk about my client right now. We need to talk about what happened last week.
What happened
you understand
last
what
week?
I'm trying? You understand? Yes,
I
you
do,
know
yes,
exactly.
absolutely.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Decker. Don't try and be an idiot about it. You know what I'm talking about.
I do, absolutely. Now, you underestimated Alan Morph. That's what happened last week.
I underestimated Alan Morph. I don't underestimate anybody. I may have been slightly surprised last week, but my issue is not that. My issue is tonight. Right there, right out in that ring, I want face-to-face me and Alan Morph. Just me and Alan Morph. I want to talk to him in the middle of the ring. I want Alan Morph, and I want him tonight. I want you to make it happen.
What's your game, Midas? What's this all about?
No games. Tonight's going to be serious. No tricks, no games. Just me and Alan Morph in the middle of the ring.
What do you say, Silver Fox? You got to say in this, or are you still a passenger to all this?
I just walk out.
You know, this whole partnership's going really well. You know, I haven't seen the champion in such a fighting spirit before. But you know what, Midas? You obviously have a problem with Alan Morph and you want to get it done. I'll call my people. I'll see what I can do.
Good. You're finally actually doing your job, Decker. But when it comes to my client will be fighting fit come the pay-per-view. That I guarantee. And I want.
You better hope so. And then we leave it there. So, Mr. Midas, give us a cheeky roll on that.
Midas got his mojo back.
Yeah.
I always forget this fucking... Okay.
Panic.
It is. I fucking forget every time to lower the fucking, like... I can't... That's...
Calculator.
Jesus Christ. It's a 10. It's a 10.
10. Okay, that's an audience for Rob Midas. It's an audience for Rob Midas. This contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
One fall.
One singular fall.
The fall of one.
Fall of one. Introducing
That's
to the ring
great.
first.
Fall of one seems like a great name for a finisher. I don't know what
Maybe you
it
should
was.
steal that next time, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's my new finisher if I lose.
There you go.
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.
You know who's that, Kira?
Let me guess, it's a fisherman power slam.
It's a fish hook.
Fish hook.
Yeah.
So, introducing first, weighing in at 198 pounds from Guadalajara, Mexico, Negredo.
Guadalajara, you uncultured swine.
Blame the ring announcer. He's not very good. So, folks, we've seen Negredo several times here on Future Wrestling, one of the various luchadors we have in agreement with several of the alliances in Mexico, one of the highest flyers you'll find in the world, but I think he's going to get a very rude awakening considering who he's up against in the ring. But still, very fun to watch, but may not be the case tonight. And his opponent, weighing in at 231 pounds from County Cork, Ireland, Jim E. Morris.
So, I'm just going to go straight to the ring, but with a big smile on my face, knowing that Kratos is gone soon. So I really, at this point, it doesn't really matter what happens at the pay-per-view. It doesn't matter if I lose this week because he's gone.
Roll up. And I liked you, man. I liked you. I fucking liked him until he talked shit about my missus. Yeah, well, he did. He actually did. Kratos actually sang your praises until you talked shit about his missus.
Well, there you have it, Kratos. You seem to, obviously the animosity between you and Jim Morris hasn't really eased up since Collision Course, and I don't think it ever will. But nevertheless, Jim Morris still has a very large chip on his shoulder, thanks to Cyrus Gold from the last week and the previous weeks. And we'll be trying to prove a point here.
Out of his shoulder, thanks to me, in our match at Collision Course.
Don't
you, Jim boy? Jimbo. Jimmy.
Kratos is staring at us.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't be intimidated, Mike.
It's the worst thing, right? I'm trying to pay attention to the camera, right? I'm trying to look into the camera because I've got a second screen there. I keep looking at that.
The best part But the best part about that is it actually looks like you're looking at mine and Jonathan's 2 boxes. It actually looks like you're staring at it, so it works really well. Like, yeah, Mike, it's fine. Mike, he ain't gonna do shit. Do you know why? He'll try and come out with us and get out of the ring. He'll probably botch it and pop his shoulder out again.
My brain is in the fucking gutter.
I'm turning into Future Pro Wrestling's version of fucking Ross Brown.
Jay, you went to the fucking archives of that one, didn't you?
I will never forget, right? The very first show I was ever on, right? I was in the Battle Royal, and I remember him in the back just like moving his shoulder to make sure, right, this fucking thing better not pop out. Because you could see it in his face, but like, I'm fucked. Finished my thing, I'm on a fucking high because everyone was loving me, and I walk back in and I'm just getting changed. I'm watching the show from the back, and I look at him in the ring and I go, he popped his fucking shoulder out. The moment he came back in, he just whacked it against the wall. It was like the moment the lock-up hit, fucking things went clean out. He was fucked but a week afterwards as well. It was like it just went out and down or something like that. It wasn't something as simple as popping back in.
Stop.
It was awful.
That's terrible. So
anyway, the bones were rubbing off each other and everything.
Stop. Start the fucking match.
Yes. So I will play on behalf of the Grado. The bell has rung, and Jim Morris gives you opening roll. That's a 10, much better than my 7. You are starting off the match.
No fucking about, not even a knock-up, just straight into a really hard clothesline.
Ooh, stiff one. Okay, and that is I'm going to treat that as a real roll, -2. Because you went for a stiff clothesline. And, that's enough. Good stuff. So clothesline successful. Continue on.
Pick him up, hit him with a fisherman suplex. No, actually, we'll do the 3 amigos.
3 amigos, okay. Well, we'll treat that as a trifecta then. So it'll be 3 work rolls, which are +2s. And that's good. Continue on. One more. Okay, right. So you get 1 out, and then Negredo's going to reverse the second one. And what's he going to do with this one? He is going to... he is going to hit...
fuck off!
What's he going to hit? So you're going for a second suplex. I think what he's going to do is he's going to land on his feet and he's going to roll you up. No, he's not going to roll you up. He's going to roll you through, right? And then he's going to go for some real flippy shit here. He's going to roll you through. He's going to go for a springboard cutter and hit you, and you spike into the fucking ring. So it's a proper stiff one. And Negredo will keep up this fire by going to the top rope and hits a beautiful Eddie Frog Splash and goes to the pin on that. So, Jim, you're in control. Go for the pin. Or you try and kick out of the pin even.
I'll kick out of the pin, so...
Roll your fucking dice.
Yeah, roll your dice first. Sorry.
Roll the dice if you're going to...
Oh, yeah, he's good. Yeah, it's 11. It's 11. So it's a close 2, but you're out. So continue on.
Okay, so yeah, I roll the dice and I'll take a second. I'll go into the corner just with a genuine look up. Oh, shit. Okay. I get up. He's going to run towards me to just go with the momentum that he has. But I dodge it, and he runs straight into the ring post, and then he bounces back up, German suplex, and go for the pin.
Okay, that'll be a work roll then, seeing you're going for the pin. Ooh, nice one. That gains an audience. So a crisp and beautiful German with the bridge. It's a 1. It's a 2. Oh, it's a kick out just before 3. You nearly got him there, though. You nearly got him there.
Right.
At this point.
I get up and I do that, that big show, walk on top of his back and walk back off. Just take a step on him and walk off. But I do it on shoulders. Then I bounce off the ropes and I hit with a senton.
Senton. That'll be a look roll, Mr. Morris. -1. And it's a 7. So yeah, not the snuggest senton in the world, but it still works. So you're still in control of the match.
Pick him back up, hit him with another suplex, and then we'll attempt the finisher. Brass ring.
The finisher. Yeah. Okay. So you have +5 momentum on the brass ring. Do you want to use it up?
Yeah.
Okay. So +5 roll. Let's see what you get. Ooh, that's a good roll. It's a 15. So let's see. Does Negredo have anything to kick out? It's a good roll. And so you have him in the brass ring, center of the ring. He's in there for a couple of seconds, and he taps out. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Jim E. Morris. So, Jim, is there any afters?
Nothing really to say. I just gonna stand there and just point him and go, like, I don't know, next week or something like that, or at the pay-per-view Sunday or something along those lines. Just nothing much. And then as I'm walking away, I look over again at Kratos and I just start laughing and I walk off.
Well, there's no shoulders popped here tonight, but certainly Jim Morris looking quite impressive.
No
against
shoulders popped. No shoulders popped, but the fans sure did.
No, they didn't.
If he did, I didn't hear him.
We don't have any fans. There's literally 4 people sitting in the audience, and they're spread so sporadically in resigns with COVID restrictions.
Yeah, they're social distancing.
That's what makes it funny.
Yes.
That's what makes it funny.
So yes, Morris, Jim Morris getting exactly what he needed, a win before last stand, before his fascinating tie with Cyrus Gold. And again, perhaps showing the effectiveness of the brass ring submission maneuver that he has supposedly pioneered. But again, very much citation needed in that regard. But nevertheless, Jim, good stuff. You get a 3 audience on that. So lovely stuff.
Look, Rob, I don't like you and you don't like me, but you did me a solid. A couple of weeks ago, you helped me get my hands on Decker. And I get it. You're not the kind of man you want to owe. So fine. I'll do what you're asking tonight. But let me be clear. I don't like him either. I have gone out of my way to avoid him. And as far as I'm concerned, you've kicked the wrong hornet's nest. So I'm going to go. I'm going to do what I do best. And when I'm done, and when I'm done with Decker, it's hunting season on foxes, buddy.
You see, this is exactly why I came to you, James, because I knew you were the right man for the job. But you see, at the end of the day, you do something nice for me because I did something nice for you. But let's be honest, who is this arrangement going to piss off more? You know, it may piss off Alan Morph because, well, we'll see what happens to him at the end of it. Who's going to piss off more? There's one person's going to piss off more, and that's Decker. He doesn't want to see you get ahead. He doesn't want to see you get anything. And with this new arrangement, you might get it all. So I won't extend my hand to you because I know what happens to people that do that. But let's just say we have a gentleman's agreement. Would that be fair?
You really think I'm naive enough to think that you're a gentleman? No. What we have is a very loose arrangement. We'll see what happens.
Well, let's just say, James, that I will keep my side of the bargain because if I didn't, that would be, what's that phrase, a fatal deviation? We have a deal.
And end scene. Rob Midas,
suicide, bitch.
Rob Midas, you have unlocked the secret momentum as carried over from last week. Well done. So yeah, good stuff. And lads, please give us rolls on them. So -1 to James Rage and +2 to Rob Midas.
Oh,
7.
11.
So another audience for Rob Midas. You're on fire tonight, sir. And a cheeky bit of momentum for James Rage as well. So,
Jesus Christ, this is too much.
If you all compose yourselves for a second, we're about to have the Cutter Cyrus Gold match, and there should be no sexual euphemisms during this entire thing. This is a serious,
I'm so close to fucking getting straight.
It's a serious wrestling match between 2 honest competitors. So if you just keep it together.
Fucking Jonathan, shut up, Jonathan! For the fuck's sake, shut up!
Amy, don't blow it like a shotgun.
Okay, we're okay.
All right, you good?
Shit, I misfired and killed Kira.
Friendly fire.
We're good. We're okay. We're okay.
Right, super.
We better get underway. Kev's got to go soon.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall!
Introducing to the ring first. I beg your pardon?
Nobody.
Vacant.
I beg your pardon.
That was strange. Just a second. Technical here.
Fucking late here at WCW.
Oh, I'll tell you, this is terrible. I didn't pay for this.
That's TNA when they came over here last. Jeremy Borash rushing out of the ring to hit play on the fucking CD player.
There we go. Weighing in at 237 pounds from County Waterford, Ireland.
He got it right.
Go.
So coming out through the curtain, and it's just all business. The whole fun-loving, dancey stuff to the ring is gone. He's just come straight out and beeline for the ring. His eyes are set on the challenge ahead of him tonight.
And rightfully so, because like I said, he has quite a mammoth challenge ahead of him. Cyrus Gold, who does indeed have an interesting encounter with Jim Morris set for Last Stand, will look to try and get some stripes for that match, because himself and Morris have had a rather interesting back and forth over the last month, Kratos, and all culminating with supposedly the brass ring or golden ring, whichever way you want to call it. That submission maneuver is on the line at Last Stand, which should make things very interesting indeed. And we'll leave it there. And introducing his opponent. Weighing in at 397 pounds from parts unknown, Connor!
So, comes out onto the stage, does a little pose, outstretched arms and all that stuff, makes his way down to the ring. Very much like Cyrus, they're taking each other seriously. So it's straight in to the ring, rolling in, going to the corner, lock eyes, loosening up, ready for the contest.
Indeed. As you see, we have some supreme focus between both of our competitors here, because they know they have both very important matches at Last Stand, and they want to start it off on the right foot with a win here tonight. And a win against either of these competitors will really set them off on the right foot going into our final show. So let's see how this goes. The bell rings. Let's get into it, lads. So give us a roll, please. Open roll from 2 years. Let's see who starts off.
9.
A 9. Good. Not too bad.
3.
Right, so Cyrus will not be starting this match. It's fair to say.
Well, actually, the start I'm going to propose is actually kind of for both of us.
Okay.
Which is we go for the lockup.
Mm-hmm.
I push him back, push him. He takes the bump onto the ground, sell it that I'm the monster, whatever. I flex him, comes back up. We lock up again, and I want him to out wrestle me. Mm-hmm. Essentially, like take me in like a waist lock or something, or take me by the leg, trip me down, slap me on the back of the head or something. I want us both to show our advantages. So he's a better wrestler, and I'm a bigger monster. Okay. And then separation from there, go into it from there.
All right,
if Kev's okay with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, then. Well, listen, it was a 50-50, so I'll allow a free roll on that, because, like I said, no one's taking advantage of that as such. So this is a little bit of opening sparring, a bit cagey starting off. And go again, lads. Go for a roll. See who wins out.
Okay.
I will give an extra bit of momentum for Cutter for the spot at least. And it's a 10. So Cutter's actually in control this time. So.
Fuck.
But now he can take control.
Right. So bit of separation. So I want to go back in, lock up again. Bit of back and forth. I want to push him into the corner. And I want to start beating him down. I want to beat him down just so that I get him down into a seated position.
Okay. I'll treat that as a real roll. So that's a flat roll for you, because you improved that stat a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. 7.
A 7. So it's good. So you're kind of scrapping away. He's kind of soaking up the hits, as it were. So you're not exactly doing as much damage, but you have him down in a seated position anyway.
Okay. From the seated position, I want to grab his legs.
Okay.
And I want to hoist him up and down, like kind of a little, it's not like a power bomber, but a little hoist slam from the seated position.
Deal. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a power roll +2.
Ooh, needed it. 7.
Indeed, you did. So power roll gets you out of trouble there. So indeed, the hoist is successful, and you're still in control.
Okay. That point, no real damage done. Want to pick him up, launch him off the ropes, hit him big boot.
Big boot, Grant. So it'll be a luck roll on that, straight roll.
Oh, fucking roll, you prick. Oh, that's not great. 6.
It's a 6, right. So Cyrus Gold is going to duck the big boot and take control of the match.
Cool. So as he puts the leg up for the big boot, I just baseball slide under his leg and then come in and chop block the other leg to take him down to the ground.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
As soon as he hits the ground, I'm going to take off to the rope and come back with a basement drop kick to the side of the head.
Basement drop kick. Okay, so we'll do 2 rolls of that, Cyrus. We're going to do a real roll for the chop block and then the basement drop kick then for that'll be a luck roll. So +1 first on that roll.
10.
10. So good stuff. Chop block is very good, very successful. And then straight roll for your basement drop.
9.
Kick. Deadly. So yes, you were in control here. Continue on.
Cool. So with him down, I'm as I hit him the drop kick, I want him to kind of feed up into the corner, just getting away from me. And as he gets up into the corner, I'm going to charge in with a big stinger splash. And from the stinger splash, I want to drag him out and go for just a standard suplex.
Standard suplex, right. So same again, we're going to do 2 rolls on that. So it'll be a luck roll for the stinger splash and then a +1 for the suplex.
So 10.
10 for the splash, yeah. And then can you stick the landing?
Unfortunately, it's a 12.
Ooh, hey! Critical suplex. I like it. And gains an audience for it. So we get replays of the suplex. It could be like delay, whichever way you want to do it, but a great strength to show strength. And well in control, Cyrus. Continue on.
Cool. So as we hit the ground, I'm going to float over into a quick pin.
And that then brings the dice over to Dennis.
Oh, shit. Sorry. 1 sec. 7.
7. So 1, 2, kick out. So Dennis does indeed kick out on that. But again, roll's not that great. So Cyrus is going to take control.
Cool. So as he kicks out, I'm going to come up off him, leave him start to feed up, and I'm going to come in for names after avoiding me. A Shining Wizard as he's feeding up.
Shining Wizard. That'll be another luck roll, Cyrus.
Cool. 6.
A 6. So, so you're going to go for the Shining Wizard. You're going to miss it, and Cutter's going to take control.
Bollocks.
Coming in for the Shining Wizard. So your knee's coming up over my head. Can I hook him by the leg up powerbomb?
You could if you give me a good power roll. +2.
You could certainly try. You
can give it a shot.
Can you roll 8. It to you?
That's got to be enough.
That is enough. So that's a 10 successful. Ow. You catch him snug with the power bomb, and you take control of the match.
Go for the pin from there.
Over to you, Kev.
Oh, 11.
1, 2, kick
that's
out.
Straight fucking. That's no selling the power bomb completely.
Mongo doesn't sell. Mongo doesn't sell.
Yeah.
That kick out was so powerful it froze Jonathan.
Did it? Am I with you now? Okay, we're good.
Jonathan's gone on us there.
Yeah, hang on. 2 seconds.
You're back.
He's out of sync with his own voice.
I know, it's kind of weird.
Like a bad dubbed Asian movie.
Again, I'm recording from my side, so I have no idea what this is like. So yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Yes, I am the booker.
I am Mikhail Dekaru. So anyway,
right. So who's okay? So who's in control from there? He's kicked out.
Yes. So Kev got a good roll there, so he's going to take initiative from that.
Yeah, cool.
From the strong kick
out. So as I kick out, I'm going to.
You're going from a seated powerbomb pin. That's a kick out roll back.
Yeah. So as I do that, Cutter is going to feed up towards the middle of the rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to come over, give him a kick. I want him to reverse a whip. So I'm going to go to whip him. He reverses. I'm going to hit the rope. He's going to come in, ghost me, but I'm going to actually drop and hit my drop toe hold as he hits just as he comes off the rope.
I like it. So I'm going to treat that as a work roll for you, Cyrus. That's a straight roll.
Oh, shit. 11.
11, solid. Yeah, that was a nice. Again, so this is a nice sequence. It comes across very kind of fast paced, and then you just kind of catch him nice and flush with the drop toe hold, and you are well in control, Cyrus.
And from the drop toe hold, then I'm going to float up and try to put him into the brass ring.
Interesting, right? You have 6 momentum. Do you want to spend any?
I'll use 3. Also, please note how I stole Jim Morris's name for it by calling it the brass ring.
I was about to say
I'm playing fucking head games.
Yes.
So
it's the +3 roll on that.
Ooh, I'm so happy I used that. I needed it. It was an 8.
Okay, so it's an 11. So it's perhaps it's good. It's a good tidy brass ring, as it were. But Cutter, it is easy to get out of. So let's see how you roll.
Whoa, I don't know what that means. I got 11 as well.
That's fine. You are well out of it, yeah. So you can power out of it, indeed, because that's a solid roll. So Cutter, how are you going to power out of the brass ring? Saturn.
So very similar to how I did with Jim. Going to release this arm and just throw back a big elbow to get him to release some of the pressure. At which point I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around, pick him up, and basically go for a deadlift belly to belly from the ground, take him up into like a bear hug position, and then flick him back.
Okay, I like that. It'll be a power roll, Cutter. Let's see if you can pull it off.
Okay.
Oh, he can pull it off all right.
9. But I have a +2, don't I?
You do have a +2, which makes that an 11. So yes, that works out a treat, and Cyrus Gold is vaulted over the ring. So you're well in control.
So obviously I'm hurting a little bit, so selling that off a little bit. I want him to feed up into the corner, and I'm going to rush in with the big body splash, hook it into a bulldog, take him back out with that.
I see. Okay, so it'll be 2 luck rolls, Cutter, if you don't mind.
Oh, fuck.
Which are straight rolls.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's good. So now, can you do the bulldog to stick the landing?
Oh, no, I can't. I don't think. 6.
It's 6. Okay, so...
I don't know.
No, it won't be enough, but you did a splash, no problem. And then when you hook him in for the bulldog, Cyrus has a chance to get out of it.
Cool. So as he turns and catches me for the bulldog, as he goes to jump out, I'm just going to pull my head back out through his arm and leave him take a big dirty back bump in the middle of the ring.
Okay, good. Yeah,
push me off.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Cyrus, you can take control from that point on.
Cool. Because he hasn't taken much damage at this by this point, like he's going to be almost straight back up.
Brass ring in that. Yeah.
So as he's getting back up, I'm going to come straight in. It's fucking like Adam Cole, big fucking nasty shitty knee to the back of the head.
Oh, last call.
Right.
Thing,
yeah. Right. I will treat that as a real. So that's a +1, Cyrus, on that. Critical knee. Wow. So that's gonna hurt, Cutter. That is going to hurt. I don't think I need to say any more than that. So we get the close-ups, so we get the replay, and you can see knee on head. It's a sore one. The referee's having a look. He's happy enough. And sorry, after a brief second of just kind of make sure everything's clear, we're back to competition. But it's a critical knee. So you're worried about Cutter taking damage. I think you've done damage now at this point. That one's going to sting. So
and as he takes the knee and he goes face first down into the mat, I'm going to take off onto the rope and come back with a curb stomp.
Curb stomp. So same again, Cyrus. Real. +1.
Oh, it's 10.
It's a 10. And it was nearly critical.
Magical dice are out in force tonight.
Dice are on fire, lads.
My first roll was a fucking 3.
He got it out of his system. It's fine. He got it out of the system.
I'm just going to go for the pin off of that straight away.
Right then. So it's to you, Dennis. So you want to take a knee to the head and a curb stomp. Let's see if you can kick out.
Okay, that's not bad. 11.
1, 2, kick out. Kick out indeed.
Fuck off,
I don't
that's
know
not
what way
bad.
he rates these things. You're after devastating me with a critical and a fucking curb stomp.
Yeah.
You know.
He needed a good roll and he got it. So there you go. So much so, Cutter, I will give you advantage on that then because 11 was a solid roll. So.
Oh, okay, right. Well, I'm seeing stars.
Yeah, that's
so
me.
what's the layout here? So I've just kicked out.
So Cyrus could be feeding you back up again for another move, and you could take advantage from there, perhaps.
Yeah, feed. So basically, both feed up and get into a little bit of a strike off, and knee him in the gut. I want to take him over for the leg capture suplex.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. Power roll again, Cutter, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The 6, it gets you out of trouble in fairness. So yeah, you needed the Cutter, so you needed the power roll. So it could be the kind of thing where Cyrus was trying to fight out of it, but you do just eventually just vault him over. But Cyrus was probably kind of feeding up fairly quickly from this one. So you're still in control for the time being, Cutter.
Okay. Hitting that, I want him to feed up again, kind of like just from the roll off of that, feed straight up with his back to me, and I want to straight away latch on, go for a German, take him back again to the other side.
All right then. That I'm going to treat that as a work roll, if you don't mind. So that's a -1. Let's see if Cyrus can.
Oh fuck! -1 on a 4.
Oh, right. So
3.
So it's a 3. So what's going to happen there is, again, to be fair, like if I gave you power, it was still going
barely not a botch.
But what it means is it's going to be a solid reversal for Cyrus Gold. So so he's gone for the German. What do you do as a reply?
I'm going to let him catch me for the German, and as he goes over, I'm going to flip over, land on my feet, and catch him into a bridging German.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Nice.
And so again, I'll treat that then as the same again. So work roll. Can you stick the landing?
8.
It's an 8. It will do. So you do hit him with the German, and you are now in control of the match, Cyrus.
Fucking lucha
shit.
Well, it's a bridging, so it's
a bridge.
It's a pin, of course. Yeah, you did say bridging. So it goes to you, Dennis. Sorry.
Can you roll one of those 4s again? That was nice.
That would have been great, yeah.
11, yeah.
1, no, kick out of 1. Doesn't even get to 2.
Submission 11, pin 11, pin 11. Fuck off. It's fucking Jim Morris head on you.
You're forgetting the fucking tree that led me there.
Yes,
Mister. I rolled one shit roll at the start and haven't rolled one since.
I rolled a 6 as well.
Try that bollocks with me.
So we had a good back and forth here.
He's still in control of the is he?
Well, I'm going to treat a separation spot here because we've got some good back and forth here. Everyone has nice healthy momentum. So we're going to ask you guys for a spot and see which one wins out. So Cutter, how about yourself? Because you just kicked out of the bridging suplex there. So let's just say.
All right. So a bit of separation. I want him to come at me. I'll take him down 1 clothesline, 2 clotheslines. He'll come for me. I'll duck it. He'll hit the ropes, and I'll hit the big boot.
Okay. And Kev?
I'm going to charge in, basically going for the big old Cena, jumping shoulder tackle, knock him back into the ropes, take off, hit the rope again, and Cactus Jack clothesline out over the top.
I like it. Nice. Right, lads. So give us straight rolls. Let's see what happens next.
Piss off.
8.
4.
It's an 8. It's a 4. Okay, then. So we're going for Cutter's.
You jinxed my dice, you fuck.
Good. It's the only chance I have.
Fairness, yeah. So yes, we're going for clotheslines. Cutter, what happens next?
So he fed up with the big boots. I'm going to try to take him up in Armageddon.
Ooh, okay, you're going for the finisher. Interesting. You have 8 momentum, Cutter. Do you want to spend it? I always love asking that question.
Fuck. Do you know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, fuck it. Use him.
Oh, he's going for it. +8. Dennis.
All in.
This could be it.
You just fucking... I bet you just jinxed it. Let's see. You fucking did. It's not what I wanted. It's not terrible. 7.
7. Okay, so it's a 15 overall. So you get your audience out of it. And indeed the +8 helps you out of it. So it is a 15 roll. And actually,
but he still has audience as well.
He still has momentum in play as well. So it comes down to this roll.
Or momentum, I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cyrus, let's see your dice roll. Can you survive Armageddon?
Blow on him. 12. I bet you.
Oh shit.
Shit. Definitely a 12.
11.
It's 11.
1, 2.
Oh, he kicks it
just before 3.
Poof.
Gets the shoulder
Get it
off.
out.
And becomes the first person to survive Armageddon as well.
Yeah.
A little feather in Cyrus Gold's cap there. Again, we see the replay of it. We see how devastating the impact was, but Cyrus still kicked out of it.
But to be fair, I got out of his finisher,
right,
so it makes. Yeah, you have kind of killed my finish, but whatever.
In fairness, right? Beside the 11 is a 5. That's how close it was.
Yeah, to be fair here, lads. So yeah, lads, separation again. So, Cutter, you just used up all your momentum. What would you like to do to try and get back into it?
All right. Obviously, I'm in shock from it. Trying to think of non-healy things because I'm not a fucking heel anymore.
I know, you have to be nice now. It's great.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go try lock in my other finisher. I'm going to try lock in the Kata Hajime.
Okay, and Cyrus, how about yourself?
The Kata Hajime, you're coming up behind me, isn't it?
Yeah, Transmission.
Oh, Transmission, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let him catch that on me. And I'm going to walk up, like, I'm going to try and get us over to the corner, walk up the turnbuckle, and flip over and actually pin him while he's still holding
the Bret Hart spot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite clever, that is.
One that fucking Alan Ruan beat me with, the cunt.
that one seems to feel hit really close to home, doesn't it? So
10.
The 10, Dennis.
Oh, I meant sorry.
Yeah, it's a separation spot.
No, 7.
It's a 7. Okay, so you're gonna go for the Kata Hatame. He's going to reverse it and go for the roll. And now it's to you again, Dennis. Can you get out of the roll?
Oh,
please.
Oh, he's gone for the pin. Sorry.
Yeah.
9.
1, 2, kick out just before 3.
Motherfucker.
Jesus
Indeed.
Christ.
It's been a tough one, but we've reached our mark, lads. So, I wonder who's going to win this match. So we're going to roll into the finish here.
He has fucking tons of momentum left, right? I have none.
Our momentum check is Cutter, you have 1.
Yeah.
Cyrus Gold has 6.
Yeah. I wonder who's going to win.
So give us your finishes, lads. What are you going to do here to wrap things up? Now, granted, again, you don't have to go for the full pinfall finish. If you want to go for a dusty finish, that's always been an option. But it's up to yourselves, whichever way.
When I was going to lock in the Kata Hajime, I was going to suggest a dusty thing, but I couldn't think of anything to do that wasn't heelish because we're both faces. So I couldn't think of anything to do. If Kev has a better idea, I'm all up for hearing it. Other than a dusty finish, I would just go for a roll up, the quick and cheap shock win. Because I want to try and I'm trying to protect both of us going into a end of season match.
Fairness, it has a good fucking track record. The roll up.
It seems to work out superbly well. I wonder.
It worked for Selena.
I wonder who you could have consulted on that matter.
But I'm also up for hearing if I can't think of any dusty finish suggestions. So
I have one.
But that's if you want to, Kev. I mean, I'm not making you do it. It's up to you.
No, I like the idea because both of us finished strong. So out of that pin, Cutter's going to feed up onto just into the ropes, and I'm going to go again for the cactus clothesline.
Okay.
Take 2 of us outside the ring, and we're just going to go into a full-on brawl and get counted out.
Again, you can kind of go for a big calamity spot, like you can bash the barrier or some shit like that. You can do something along those lines.
What about if you took us out with the
like a big shot with
What about if you did something like took me out with a not a cactus clothesline, just a straight clothesline over the top, and then launched yourself at me, and just took us both out?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. So I'm going to just hit him a big dirty line, take him out over the rope, and as he's feeding back up, I'm going to Gargano spear out through the ropes and take him right down to the ground. And two of us are going to be just fucking out.
Spent. Yeah, and, well, even you wrestled 20 minutes, so yeah, I think that's a fair shout. So yeah, we can do that. Like, it looks like you can make it kind of come across like it's been a nasty spill or something like that, and whatever it is, and both like. Again, it just kind of ends up being a stalemate then at that point. So yeah. So lads, let's roll into the finish. So Cutter, you have a +1 roll. Cyrus, I fancy your chance.
I'll use it just for the sake of using it.
You know what?
So yeah.
Do you know what? I will use all of mine as well, Jonathan.
Good man yourself, Kev. What a sporting man. The sport you are.
All right. It wasn't terrible, but it's 10 plus the 1, so it's 11.
Oh lads, I needed it. I needed my 6. To make it an 18.
Right, so the spear works too well. You both drill into the ground, you strike oil, and Future Wrestling is rich forever.
Yay!
So yeah, as I said,
Alan Morph is very impressed with that.
He was going to be a mole this week, so everyone's going like, fuck! Scarpers.
Yay!
Both dead. As I said, like the line goes out, and then a big, like massive Gargano spear, and you can kind of imagine the angle that like Cyrus lands at, and obviously Cutter going down at quite a velocity as well. And the referee just starts counting, goes to 10, and the bell rings, and it's decided as a no contest, and we leave it there. So after, lads, do you have any? Cyrus, Cutter?
If I was to get up first, but I'm presuming since he was on the offensive, he'd probably get up first. I was going to say if I was getting up first, I would probably just outstretch my hand and help him up, and then walk away from him.
I was going to say the two of us got back up, and we both were getting into ring just as he hit 10, so we just missed getting back in, and just look at each other, go for a handshake, just like neither one of us won. I'm tougher than you, you're tougher than me, whatever the fuck. We did it.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. A nice way. And again, keeps everyone strong for the pay-per-view. And again, the commentators will go, well, this is perhaps one of the more bruising affairs we've seen here in Future Wrestling. And in a way, both of these competitors didn't really want to lose, but in the end, neither of them really won. And it really
neither of us lost.
Neither of us lost. That's the key thing. That's the key thing. You didn't lose. So as I said, it'll be intriguing how your form goes going into last stand with your respective matches. And we'll see what happens with your opponents later on in the show. Actually, no, earlier in the show. Fuck, I hate time warps. Anyway, so well done, Cyrus. At the moment, you're top of the card. So good job, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what you did. That's what happens when the dice are in your favor. So that was a fantastic match we just saw there, Kratos O'Neill, and perhaps one of the best we've seen here on this season of Future Wrestling. And I'm happy to announce, by the way, you may have seen the press release that we are coming back for a second season in a month or two time here on the VCR network. Kratos, you won't be here to see it, unfortunately, but nevertheless,
no, but I'm proud. I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Yes, absolutely, and the feeling is indeed mutual. But before we do that, we do have the match of our season finale, which is Future Wrestling's Last Stand, a monumental card, Kratos O'Neill, starting off supposedly with this fascinating standoff between Cutter and the Rose family. Supposedly, if Cutter gets his way, then Fred Rose is his for 5 minutes in a steel cage. It's a fascinating proposition.
Yeah.
It's an interesting stuff, all right. But on top of that then as well is this, as we just saw earlier.
Way to sell those pay-per-view buys, Kratos.
Kratos has already said, I'm 1 foot out the door. Kratos at this point is like, I am literally just here for my last paycheck. I am fulfilling my obligation to my contract, but I never said I'd do it well.
I do love as well that Kratos still thinks he's getting paid. That's really cute. But anyway.
He knows if Selena gets paid, he's guaranteed something.
Guaranteed a whole 5%. Yeah, boy. Christmas is coming early.
Hey. Selena gives me 15%.
I still want Kratos to leave the company the same way the Brain did. Getting thrown out by his commentary partner. Thrown out and just that's it, gone forever.
I know. I might have an idea. We'll see.
I think I know what your idea is, and I don't think Kratos is going to like it.
No, it's not. So they continue previewing the card going, well, as we saw earlier on today, and indeed just now, this fascinating clash of generations between Jim Morris and Cyrus Gold. Supposedly the brass ring, golden ring finisher is on the line. It's a fascinating tie, perhaps a dream match of wrestling anoraks, Kratos O'Neill. It'd be interesting to see who wins out in that contest.
It really is, yeah, to fight for the generations now on this side, guys. I mean, you have the old guard in Jim Morris, and obviously then with Cyrus Gold, kind of the up and comer on this one. I have to admit, I don't know which way you're going on this one, but I'm going to have to kind of give the edge to Cyrus Gold on this one. I think Jim is too busy. He's not willing to give credit where credit's due, realistically. And I think he's going into this he's underestimating his competitors on this one, I think.
Where was that amazing sell for my match?
Paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
That's it.
That's right. That's where.
But then, but like I said,
do you want me to do one for your match? Do you want me to do your one again?
I'm joking.
No, I think it's funny if he just goes, yeah, because he just senses bullshit. But then, of course, as we were about to hear later on, this Future Wrestling title match between Silver Fox and Alan Morph just has even more and more wrinkles on top of it as Rob Midas starts to infect Silver Fox with these ideas and these premises. And we have no idea what Rob Midas has in store for Alan Morph later on, but I'm sure there's going to be fireworks, Kratos.
Oh, for sure. Definitely, Mike, on this one. See, here's the thing is, on this side here, I mean, Alan Morph is one of my best friends. I fully believe I stand behind him in everything that he does. I fully believe that he has the strength to go all the way. I can see him as a champion on this. The issue I have on this one is I've known Silver Fox for a long time. I've been on the road with Silver Fox, and to see him be turned so easily just from one little earwig on this one, Rob Midas, like the power that he seems to hold over Fox, that might shine true in a completely different way on this one. So, I mean, on this side here, I don't think we can underestimate what Fox is capable of doing, especially now that he's gone the grey side rather than dark side on this one. I mean, it is getting to a point where it's like nothing seems to be surprising me anymore with how vicious some of our wrestlers have become.
It's a fair point. Like I said, a lot of people are doing whatever it takes to become future world champion, and indeed, perhaps it means to survive. Silver Fox has had to do that just to keep a hold of his title. And of course, one more match that will be on at Future Wrestling is somewhat of an elephant in the room amongst this commentary table, is the supposed backyard match between Violet Storm and, let's face it, a close personal friend for many years, Selena. Selena, as we all know, is moving on to pastures new after Last Stand, and Kratos, you're indeed going with her. But is there anything you could possibly say about this match that might illuminate to why this feels so personal between these two?
All I can say is on this one is, with regards to Selena on this one, there's always method to her madness on this one, and I wouldn't. The way I think that this has been, I think people are construing this as a personal thing, as a vendetta of type things. No, if that's how you're looking at it, then you really don't understand how Selena works. And realistically, I do believe that by the end of this, her and Violet will be seeing things on the exact same page from the exact same book again.
Well, I'm sorry, Kratos, we just had to cut you off there. I'm just getting word there from our producer that there's something happening at the Last Stand Arena. Let's go there now. We just see a camera shot then of an overhead shot of the backyard arena. Selena is standing there in one of the turnbuckles, and we see somebody pull up, basically like a car of some kind, and someone walks out, and it's Violet Storm. So there's a camera on the ground, thankfully. So, I don't think it was Shelby, no.
Shelby.
It is a far more expensive looking car than that. But yes, so she pulls up. It's a purple Mini Cooper.
This is why we have to drive everyone else around.
Exactly. So yes, Violet pulls up. She's still in her wrestling gear from the match against Michaela Joyce. There is thankfully cameras on the ground, and we hear live audio. So folks, we're going to stay quiet here because I think something's happening in the Last Stand Arena. So let's cut there now.
So I'm in the ring on this one. I'm just sitting on the turnbuckle and I'm waiting. I am just waiting for Violet. I've said what I need to say.
So have I last week. But
no, well, to be fair, if you're coming to answer what I said to you there, if you like earlier on, I would imagine you would have something to say.
Mm.
Nothing.
I'm just trying to remember what
you
you
can't
said.
remember, can you?
A lot's happened in between.
So, Cliff Note version of what I had said was, you need to prove yourself. Prove yourself.
Okay, right. Okay. Right. Okay, so I am going to slide into the
Bearing
ring.
in mind, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah. And I am just gonna go over to Selena and refer off of the turnbuckle.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Let's start off on that point then. So you already have some momentum stayed over from the match. You have +5, but you also have a +1 reel, so you can roll on that if you don't mind.
Okay, 1 second. Put the dice again. Blue. There you go.
And that's a 10, so it's an 11. So yeah, she gets pulled down the turnbuckle. Now, is this into the ring or out of the ring? Which way are you doing it?
Into the ring.
Into the ring. Okay, so Violet, take control here. What's happening?
There's an extension has now been ripped out of fucking Selena's hair.
And just double stomp to the back.
Oh, you're stomping in the back. Okay, yeah, same again. So luck roll on that, +1. And that's an 8. So yeah, good stuff. So you're on the assault here on Selena. Selena, what are you doing here?
Selena is just, what I'm going to do is I'm picking myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just standing in front of her and just going, come on, keep going. Keep going. No, there's no defense whatsoever. Just keep going.
Okay. I feel really like it's really a movement to keep going if you're not even going to defend yourself. Okay. Well,
Kratos said there was meta to her madness.
Mm-hmm. Seems that way, Kratos.
That I am gonna.
I'm gonna have to give her a fucking back rub at the end of this. This is fucking horrific. I didn't buy any more bath salts. Shit, I'm gonna have to get bath salts on the way home.
Kratos, your mic is still on.
Wow. I'm gonna go for a drop toe into the figure 4.
Don't go for a submission.
No, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, no.
Like it's a brawl.
Remember this one. Like there is no referee here. You can you don't even have to do wrestling moves. You can literally just get me on the ground and just punch.
Right, then I just want to go for a spear and just start hitting.
Okay, yep. Okay. So roll again, Violet. Keep going. So +1 on that. And it's an 11. So yeah, spear successful. You're hitting Selena. Selena, again, are you doing anything here at this point?
No, I'm just screaming at her more. Harder. Push it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Prove yourself. Keep going. At this point, I would imagine that there is a little bit of blood like on the lip. So I'm just going to do the spit off to the side. Keep going. Keep going. Prove yourself. I'm taunting you to continue to beat me.
And Violet, what do you do here? What's your throw? You can keep on the offense or you can ease up. Which way do you want to do it?
I don't know.
What do you feel you would do in this situation, considering this is a wrestler that you've come up with, who took you in, who got you these bookings, who brought you into the company? What would you do if they were now just lying back and letting you pummel them? What would you do? Would you continue to pummel them or would you step back?
No, I'd step back.
Okay.
I want to pull her up and throw her against her and say, right, come on then. You think I'm not good enough? Let's have a proper fight. Fight me.
I like it. Selena, what's your response?
So Selena's just going to do the spit out of the blood and look at Violet directly in the eye and be like, this is the point I've been trying to prove. You're too busy trying to make everyone else like you and want you to be around. You're too busy helping out a hand with everyone else when you have that aggression inside you to be the fucking top of this company. All you needed was a little push in the right direction to get there. All you needed was me to taunt you so far that you literally pushed the end of your tether, that you knew, this is what I have to do. This is where I need to be. This is the type of wrestler that I need to be. If you want to be top, if you really want to step in and take my position in this company, then you need to be able to do anything and everything to get there. You don't look at me as a friend. You look at me as an obstacle, and that's exactly what you did. And what's the name of our pay-per-view?
Last Stand.
Last Stand.
Come Last Stand. Thank you. Thanks, Kratos. Come Last Stand. When me and you go to the ring, I'm not going there because I've got bad blood. I'm going there because I want to fight the best version of Violet Storm that could possibly come to the ring. I want to see the Violet Storm that I saw years ago when I found you on the indies, when we worked together and you came in with us. I want to be able to ride off in the sunset knowing that my position in this company wasn't just a one-trick pony, that you are here to make sure that that position stays, that they know that we women are really going to be the top of their fucking mountain. And now I'm just going to roll out of the ring and go to our shitty little car, and hopefully that Kratos filled with gas so I can get back.
I like it. And that leaves Violet Storm in the middle of the ring. So Violet, what's your thoughts on this? You seem to have gotten the rise from Selena, but that seems to have been the plan overall.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna lean back against the rope. I'm like, all right then.
And the commentators are going, well, this is perhaps one of the strangest dynamics I've seen in a long, long time. Again, I mean, we can speak volumes about how much of these two careers have been intertwined. But Selena seems to be trying to teach some sort of like, is it tough love, Kratos? Is it a lesson? What is it? But either way, it just seems to be something that like Selena is trying to give Violet Storm an edge of some kind. And Kratos, perhaps enlighten me here. Is Violet Storm the type that's going to reciprocate that? Is this the lesson that she's going to learn?
So here's the thing: is Selena has a legacy that she wants to leave behind. Violet is her legacy. She wants to be sure. She wants to make sure that everyone knows that no matter who comes after her, they deserve to be here. They won't be overlooked. I've said this before. There's method to Selena's madness on all this, and if it takes this to prove the point that sometimes it's better to be angry, sometimes it's better to get the aggression out on this one rather than just stand back, then you know what, Violet's going to take that on board. And come Last Stand and that backyard match, it's going to be one hell of a match, because now both of these women are going into this. They know each other very well. They won't hold back. They don't need to hold back on this one. This is one of the matches that I'm very looking forward to.
It certainly is. And I mean, you can't really ask for a better send-off than that if you're Selena. This is an acid test for Violet Storm, but it's also perhaps a proof of anything for Selena's credentials as a world title competitor. She wants to get the best out of Violet Storm, and to do that, she gets the best out of herself in return. And let's face it, like, there's going to be people watching around the world to see this match, and Selena will want to end on a high, but also she wants to see those eyes also cast on Violet Storm. She wants that legacy. She wants that almost like that king-making ability, if you will, Kratos, from Selena. But it will be interesting to see, will that play out for Violet Storm? Bearing in mind, of course, as you said, that kind of argument about being too nice, she still has that world title opportunity in her back pocket. And still...
She does. It's, you know... That's the thing is now, it's now going to come down to the fact is, will Violet use that to her advantage, or will she allow herself to be overlooked again? Is she going to put ambition? Is she going to put ambition over friendship? This is the point that Selena's trying to make. I want to see if the point sticks.
That's a fair point. That is a very good point, Chris. And perhaps that is the crux of the lesson.
Are we
try and change that? Yeah, and we're good.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go and get some fucking bath salts now with this stupid bitch. Did you see the fucking hit she took to the back? God,
look, it's
bitch.
Kratos, you do what you need to do. We will cut the commercial there, and when we come back, we'll have our main event, the supposed standoff between Alan Morph and Rob Midas.
Shit, I better be quick.
And we move on then another time warp into the main event. So as it stands, we've just had the Cyrus Gold match. We've just had the scrap in the backyard arena, which we will get to later, and now we are supposedly going to have
follow that, fuckers.
Yeah, good luck with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Future Wrestling. We are ending our show on quite an interesting note. Here.
For the backyard scrap, I don't want any sound. I just want me and Kira like that at the screen.
Is that how you're going to fight the whole match? The whole match is just going to be Selena and Violet just in the middle ring like that.
It's called the hummingbird match.
It's going to be both of us at two separate corners, but like as we edge closer and closer to the center.
It's like
but the heads go further back. Don't be scared to use your nails.
So yes, the commentators go, well, this is perhaps one of the more unusual main events we're going to see here tonight, but supposedly Rob Midas has got his way, and we're about to have this intriguing battle of the minds between Rob Midas and Alan Morph. Of course, Alan Morph due to face Midas's client, Silver Fox, for the future World Championship at Last Stand.
Do binding contracts mean nothing to the people in this company anymore?
Well, it does appear that political sway has a lot to do with it, Kratos, and it seems that Midas has a lot of that
I'm so
sway.
glad I've 1 foot out the door. Do you know what? Fuck this place. Fuck it. Burn it down to the ground. James Rage missed a beat by just not lighting the place on fire. I don't care.
Well, Kratos,
what are they going to do? Fire me?
Well, to be fair, you weren't getting paid to begin with, but nevertheless, Kratos, it's
Selena got paid enough for the both of us.
Evidently. But Kratos, as you said, like Alan Morph does have quite a mountain to climb, but as we saw last week, that might not be as monumental a task as we think, because I think Alan Morph surprised all of us last week. I think it's fair to say.
Alan's my boy. Don't you dare diss my boy. He's got this.
I don't intend to after what happened last week. I have a newfound respect for Alan Morph.
Yeah.
Come on,
I knew that
Alan.
from the beginning.
Come on,
I knew that was always there.
Me and you had our differences, Alan, but I'm supporting you now.
I've always sang his praises. And all y'all fucking doubted me on this one. I was right. You were all fucking wrong. What are you gonna do, Decker? Huh?
Well, as things stand, the person you need to convince now is Rob Midas, because here he is coming out to the ring right now with his client Silver Fox.
I don't need to convince anyone again. I'm leaving. I probably already have been fired. God, you know, Mike. I'm not even supposed to be here anymore.
So indeed, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring Rob Midas and the future world champion Silver Fox. So lads, walk us through what's happening here in the entrance.
So as we're walking out, it'd be more like Rob is walking ahead of me as opposed to me ahead of him, because this is up to him, and I'm more in tow basically.
With the title in hand, of course.
I've become the background player for this moment.
Bottom bitch, if you will.
The Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Thanks, Amy. But,
I'm sorry, I'll call it as I see it, Silver Fox. Sorry, I call it as I see it.
Well, yeah, we're walking down to the ring, and we just get in.
Yeah.
There you Rob grabs the mic.
He does indeed.
I'm I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until Alan gets to the ring. So bring him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring Alan Morph.
Total lights out.
Go for it.
Total lights out. Lights come back on. I'm hanging upside down like Casey Owens inside the ring.
Okay.
Facing Decker. And then I just scoot up, sit on the turnbuckle. I'm dressed in the plague marks and not feathers, but kind of like a mane of feathers.
A down,
Yeah. It's and like
not feathers, but feathers.
Tank top.
Dander,
tank top,
is what it means.
Tank top and jeans and boots. I'm just sitting on the turnbuckle with a mic in my hand.
It's very Vulture-esque.
He seems that way. And again, it's all part of the psychology here, because Alan Morph, as we know, is a master of that. He's telling Rob Midas something here, and it's up to Midas to receive it, I suppose. But this is it. This is what we've promised as our main event. And here it is. The unlikely encounter of Alan Morph versus Rob Midas. Gentlemen, take it away.
Well, Alan, I see you have a mic in your hand. So I tell you what, if you have something to say to me, say it.
Wanting to do that.
Reach into me vest, pull out the same bar I had last week. I just look at it, look, because there's still blood on it. I rub the bar. The blood you spilled from your Three Stooges Sith Lord Empire last week hasn't even dried. And you're out here beating your drum like the little drummer boy. Come, Alan Morph, pum. And yeah, here I am. But see, the jungle beat beats in my head. It's been beating in my head ever since the course of Collision a few months ago. I watched my friends suffer. I watched them go down, and I couldn't do anything. I can't let that. I won't let that. That's it. That's it, isn't it? That's the thing that made the new generation get some attitude. That's why where once there was a yellow and red maniac from California, there was a rattlesnake. And I don't know if we can, Grey Fox. I don't think if we can be the Fox and the Hound anymore. Copper, you're my best pal. You're mine too. No. See, we're vid left. We're in Animals of Fire and Woods territory here. And I'm going to take you down, all the way to the hells of Watership Down. And I don't know what's going to happen there, Grey Fox. I don't know. But, Midas, do you know what happened the last time a golden gingerbread man played with a fox? It was on the tip of the nose as they both crossed the lake. All of a sudden, fox ate him whole. But see, this story ends slightly differently. That fox is going to drown on the gold. He's going to choke and suffocate and drown. And as he looks up, he'll see me raising the future wrestling title.
And the crowd are chanting
Kratos,
Morph,
sorry.
Alan
That's
Morph.
Kratos.
Morph, Alan Morph.
Morph.
Alan Morph.
Morph.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Morph. Alan Morph.
Morph.
And Rob Midas beckons the crowd to stay silent.
You know what, Alan? Those are some lovely words. They really, really were. Now, let me address something for you, okay? Last week, you shocked me a little bit. But I think more than me, you shocked everyone in the back in the entire future wrestling universe. You shocked everyone. But you see, the problem with that is that we finally got to see the real Alan Morph, didn't we? You're not this guy who comes out and slaps fans and high-fives people and thinks everything is all hunky-dory and great, are you? You're not. The real Alan Morph came to the ring last week. And what did I do? I drew you out. You go on about my client betraying you, betraying everybody, you know, not being your friend anymore. But let's be honest, Alan. The only person who's being betrayed is you, because you're betraying yourself. Because you're not the nice guy that comes out here and slaps hands. You're the animal that you showed me and everyone else last week. You are the beast that came and slaughtered 3 men. Any other time they would have destroyed you, and you probably would have got up and said, well, you know what? I lost fair and square, but that's how it goes. No. You came out, you ripped the old mask off to give me this new persona, the new Alan Morph. You came out and you destroyed them. You were the real guy then. And that is what I want to see in the main event. That is the Alan Morph I want to see. I want to see the real one. I want to see you rip Silver Fox apart. Now I know he's probably got a big shocked look in his face behind me. But let's think hypothetically here, Alan. You bring your A game. You bring the real Alan Morph to that match. And you and Silver Fox beat the shit out of each other. Because as much as that was the real Alan Morph last week, you're going to see the real Silver Fox at the pay-per-view. There's a reason he's not been wrestling the last few weeks. And, you know, he got a mush on, he's got a face on him. He's not happy that he hasn't been in the ring because I've been getting just your physical state. It's about your mental one. And I've been getting him ready for the real Alan Morph. The real Alan Morph and the real Silver Fox will go 1-on-1. But you know what? I'm going to put something else on the line in this match, Alan. Because the last little bit of the old Alan Morph needs to be taken away. And that's why I think for you, it's going to be Alan Morph versus Silver Fox for the future wrestling heavyweight championship of the world in a mask versus mask match. I will put Silver Fox on the line. Not only the championship, but him himself. And when we win, and the last tiny bit of the old Alan is gone, the new Alan will appear. And then, son, you will be set free.
You say mask versus mask. The drums say rip off his face. But before all that, see, I'm the heart and soul of this company. I've got eyes internally backstage. I seen you have a little conversation earlier. So, sit back, Silver Fox. Before we do our business, one more challenge. One like no other. Bring on your new tool and his fist of Technicolor.
I'm still writing that, by the way.
Nailed on. It's nailed on. And there you have it.
So I'm gonna fucking hate this.
So before we do get into that, lads, fucking applause all around, lads. Fucking beautiful stuff.
My favorite thing about that was like be reborn. I would have loved if you went like a phoenix from the fucking ashes.
So I am gonna give +3s for those promos. So lads,
well deserved. Well deserved.
And you can bet.
Another 11.
And lovely stuff. Alan Morph, how about yourself? That's an 8. Yes, of course, an audience for Alan Morph as well. But crucially, Rob Midas, you're top of the card. You've just upset Cyrus Gold. Don't you love to see it?
Before Jim could.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, James going to rob it. James going to rob it.
No.
I love how Aaron literally just shot his head up as if, fuck you, Amy. Fuck
But here's the thing, like Morris wrestles first on the card, so even if he does get top of the card, he'll still get upended by Cyrus Gold.
I'd like to complain to HR or something. I'd like to complain to HR because of the bullying.
We don't have HR in future wrestling.
Kyle Decker started the bullying. He told us it was okay.
Yeah, I had to hire to fulfill a quota. Just fucking sign him, whatever.
We follow by example. We don't lead.
Exactly. So with that, then
I'm only looking at the picture in the chat there.
That's why I started laughing. And I could still see Dennis just staring at me as if he knew.
I knew you'd seen it.
Oh, because I went into the group chat first.
Fuck you.
It's the way you said that he came out and you were just behind him. I just got this image of just you slinking out this little thing.
I was thinking more Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
Either or works. So lads,
yeah, no, works better.
The music is playing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, weighing in at 231 pounds from the Asylum Fight Camp, James Ray.
So the usual. I come out, I stare down the ring, I walk to the ring, stare out at Midas and Fox, sort of like, okay then, but I am trepidatious.
Interesting. All right.
Actually, no, I go to put out the hand, but I'm like, he doesn't have hands.
Oh, wait.
How the fuck do you shake a wing?
Oh, I got a good start for the match.
Go for it.
You outstretch the hand, I bite it.
I think we have a winner there, lads. Yeah, go for it. Right. So you bite the hand, Midas and Fox decant their ways out of the ring, and we get a bell ring. So this is not going to last long, lads, because again, this is going to be
really cannot.
Really cannot. But we're going to have a few opening spots. So the way we're going to do this is Jamie, please give us some opening rolls, if you will.
There we go. Shitwell Fitty's back.
Hey, there we go. Right, so Jamie, you're going to reply back here. What you going to do?
Cool. So I pull him in and smack him in the side of the head with the other hand. Hopefully
good.
Knocking the plague mask out of place.
That would be nice. That would be very funny. Yeah, give us a quick power roll on that +1. That's a successful one. Yeah, so you're in control. I'll give you 2 spots, Jamie. So show us what you got.
Cool. So that's broken the bite. Mm-hmm. I then drag. Yeah, because he's got the plague mask on, I drag him over to where Midas and Fox are outside, and I do a repeat of the Connor Lock spot.
Oh,
but this time with the plague mask on the rope.
Interesting. Okay, I like it. Again, so give us a real roll on that. +1.
Came out at 9 again. That doesn't work. 7.
7. Okay, so yeah, that's going to work. So you're going to do the same spot basically, and right in front of Midas and Fox as well. And Midas is going, yeah, exactly what you wanted. So James, you're inflicting damage, and you have one more spot. James, continue on.
Penguin thing's still playing there.
Yes.
Cool. So at that point, I just drag him a little bit further out and kind of hang him over the bottom rope and springboard leg drop.
Ooh, springboard leg drop. That's going to be a luck roll, James Rage, -1. And that's successful. So springboard leg drop works, and that's good stuff. So I will invite you to go for a pin there, if that's all right.
Well, just before that, I was going to, because it was the leg drop to the outside, literally walk over and get in Midas and Fox's face.
Go for it, yeah.
Sort of like, we're not friends. Slide back in and go for the cover.
Okay, fair enough. And again, the camera cuts to Midas there, just like kind of like a satisfactory smile. It's exactly what he wanted. So, Alan, this is your chance to break out of the pin. 1, 2, Jer, one more roll.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, fucking fake it until you make it.
Give him momentum.
Kick out. He kicks out. So again, we're going to treat this as a bit of a separation. So, Jamie, what would you like to do here?
Run away. I don't fucking know. What? He's a bird.
Caca.
Kind of like Rob.
Yeah.
Every Rook and Jay in the Corvinet has been raving about him.
Hey.
His feathers, so he can't fly.
I chicken wing him.
Nice. I like it. I like it as an idea. How about yourself, Alan?
I want to rearrange the mat, go straight for James Ray's, take him down and go for like mountain punches.
Ooh, I like it. So again, for posterity, we have, Jamie, you have your spots there. So what I'd like to do is I'd like you to go for the chicken wing, right? And you're going to lock it in. But again, Alan Morph is going to basically push his way out of it and then go for the ground and pound. And we'll start seeing this kind of weird animalistic thrashing. So Alan, you have 3 spots here. So You're starting off with the ground and pound. What do you do next?
Ground and pound. I pull back. I want to take me elbow, grind it across James's face.
Lovely stuff, yeah.
And then grab his head. And while I'm come in that position, knee to the head, as I'm in that position. From the elbow grinding, grab his head and just start laying knees into him.
Lovely stuff. And one more spot then, Alan, that's all right.
I want to whip him to the ropes and go for the rocks old pill where he pulled them up in a tilt-a-whirl pole driver and then bounced into a pin.
Oh, yeah, I know the type, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that after the piece of the head.
Okay, right. So it's going to be 3 rolls. So 2 reels and 1 work. And thanks to your advance last week, they're all +1s. So let's see how you do. So 3 +1 rolls.
1 second. Nice.
That's a 9. So yeah, that's a 10. So that's your first. That's the knees, and now you're going to go for another reel roll here. Yeah. It's for your grind the elbow into James Rage's face. Yeah. And that's fine. So that 7 gets you over the line, and now it's for the tilt-a-whirl into the pin. Yeah. And it's a 7. So yeah, that works as well. So you do get what you need there. And you're gonna go for the pin. Now let's cut to ringside. Rob Midas, what's happening here with you? Because you're seeing this all play out.
I'm seeing it all play out, and it's just basically me sitting there with a big smile on my face.
But Silver Fox thinks otherwise. Don't you, Silver Fox?
I'm watching intently. Because this is a completely different side to Alan Morph. One that I kind of hinted that he could be.
Very low on your mic there, Foxy.
Oh, look at you. I'm looking intently because it's more a case of I knew he could get to this, but I'm kind of scared at the same time.
Indeed.
And I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable.
Yes, for sure. So you're looking at that then, and there's kind of a back and forth between you and Midas kind of looking. Midas kind of talk to you about something, whatever it is. All the while, Alan Morph is going for the pin. It looks like it's a 1, it's a 2, but then suddenly, pulled out from the middle of the ring is James Rage by Silver Fox. And this is on the blind side of Midas. It's Midas didn't expect that. So now, Silver Fox slides into the ring and is now facing Alan Morph. Foxy, what do you do?
I'm staring him down, and it's more just all right, you want to get there? We'll settle this.
So you're.
Can I reply to that, or do you have?
Yeah. What did you want to say there, Alan Morph? Go for it.
What I want to say to Foxy is serious. Break my legs, I will crawl. Rip my fucking arms off, I will bite. I will headbutt. I will do everything to beat you at last stand.
And then Rob Midas takes the apron and commands Silver Fox to hit him. And Foxy, you reciprocate. So what do you hit him with?
I give him a boo. I'm gonna hook him in. Go for a quick pile driver. And,
pile driver, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. So, yep, that's grand. So this is obviously our DQ finish, and we're rolling into our big finale here. So here's what's going to go down. Essentially, you're going to get your name called, and you're going to hit your spot on somebody, and then let's see how this goes. Right. So we start off this chain. Yes, exactly. We're doing that finish, lads, from SmackDown. So Super Fox has hit his pile driver and Alan Morph. James Rage is going to slide into the ring. The two of you are going to look there and go, you know, we can do this. So between Fox and Rage, what do you want to do to Alan Morph here?
Oh shit.
Double team.
Yeah, so what do you have in mind?
So if it's a double team, then
Hey, fucking said you suck.
Let's do a spike pile driver.
Ooh, spike pile driver. Foxy, you happy with that?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Fox, that's spike pile driver. So, you haven't meant to, Jamie, you haven't meant to spend. Would you like to use it up?
I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
All right, then. I like that.
He's like,
I've been slightly chopped out on this card.
He's like, there's 6 other people that have to come in. I'm fucking
exactly.
waiting.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. So in that case, then, Foxy, give us a roll to confirm.
Oh, me and Kira never got to build up any momentum for this.
Oh, don't worry, we'll gimmick it. It's fine.
10.
So spike pile driver is successful, and the two of you now working over Alan Morph. But as you're doing that, in slides from the ring, fresh from his match earlier on, is Cyrus Gold, who's not here. But Cyrus Gold then slides in.
Jim, do you want to just do his?
So,
yeah, we'd laugh.
They're harsh, isn't it? Anyway, so Cyrus Gold comes in. He comes in hot. He runs the ropes and he clotheslines James Rage out of the ring and leaves Silver Fox in the middle. Rob Midas now at ringside. And what Cyrus Gold does, points at Silver Fox, grabs him and hooks him in for a gold plating and hits the gold plating. It's successful. So Cyrus Gold hits the gold plating. But then, right after that, then as Cyrus Gold thinks he's secured the ring for Alan Morph's sake, in comes Jim E. Morris.
Jimothy.
Johnson.
Jim, face or heel?
Oh, heel.
Okay.
Definitely heel. Yes. So Jim Morris comes in and he's gone black. So I'll play on his behalf to get this fucking show, keep the show on the road. So Jim Morris comes in and he basically slides underneath Cyrus Gold and hits him with a very tasty fucking fisherman suplex and takes him out.
Nice.
So then Jim Morris goes in. He's going to look like he's going to motion for the brass ring, puts the brass rings on Cyrus Gold. He's not tapping out though, crucially. But he's in there for a couple of seconds as the ring is now cleared. Alan Morph is out of the ring. Silver Fox is out of the ring. Rob Midas is still watching all this play out in front of him, this beautiful chaos. And then in slides Cutter. So Cutter,
right, motherfuckers.
You see Cyrus Gold in the brass ring and Jim Morris. So what do you do next?
Grab Jim Morris up by the neck, straight at the arm again.
Boom. Power roll, please. +2. Let's make it happen.
Dress 11.
Boom!
Oh, fuck my light.
That's a cheeky little audience there as well. Lovely stuff.
Fuck.
So yes,
work.
It's good.
There.
We have it. So, and it's a cheeky little audience there for Cutter as well. Hits Armageddon on Jim Morris, but then as Cutter thinks he's got us covered, he gets attacked by the Rose family. Dahlia Rose and Damon Garrick both double team on him with weapons, takes him down the legs and starts hitting him with chairs and pipes. And then to the rescue of Cutter, his old foe from the baptism match, Selena, who was again recently just after the scuffle in the backyard match herself, slides in with a weapon of her choice. Selena, what is it?
Selena is carrying a shovel because she plans on burying the Rose family. So I'm literally going to come in on this one. And what I'm doing is Garrick and Dahlia. So literally get them with like the throat. Slam them in
nice.
with the shovel on that one to save Cutter.
Indeed.
You're
and then,
welcome.
And once you do that, they're out of the ring, but you get a tap it behind your shoulder, and it's Fred Rose. Selena.
Now's your chance. Now's your chance, Selena.
What I'm going to do on this one.
This is brewed for a long time.
I've been fucking waiting for this one. I have been waiting for this one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at Cutter. Just to kind of like, I got this. I got this. Run at the ropes and then basically just go for the standing drop kick.
Nice.
And just take that fat bastard's head off.
You'd love to see it. Yes, give us a +1 on that, please. Because you'd love to see it.
Come on, 12.
It's good enough. It's an 11.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, good stuff there. So, yeah.
Dig your own fucking grave, fat man. I respect you, Booker man.
Yeah. So, at that point, then we see Cutter and Selena kind of like, this could have worked.
I want my whip back. I want my
Never.
Whip back. I need it back.
It's pinned on my wall now.
But as you're enjoying this little kind of like little banter between you, boom, elbow to the side of Cutter's head, and James Rage takes him out. Knocks the big man out.
James anger issues.
So James Rage is now in the ring with Selena. Bit of a standoff going, and then we hear a bit of a scuffle from commentary because Kratos O'Neill.
No. She's my fucking meal ticket. No, fuck no. That's literally what you're going to hear.
Kratos, what the hell are you doing? Get back in here.
No, she's my fucking meal ticket. I'm nothing without her right now.
So Kratos slides into the ring, gets in between Rage and Selena. James Rage.
I want to know what Rage
Kratos, wipe him out.
Wipe him out from the non-cannon.
I tackle Kratos into Selena and wipe both of them out of the ring.
See, this is what I want. I want Kratos to push Selena. Because there's one person that hasn't come in yet that I know needs to attack Selena.
That's true. So okay, that's good. So
I want.
Okay.
So what it is so I would imagine this when you're going for Selena, Kratos pushes her out of the way so he takes the brunt of it.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then I just go for another elbow.
Right.
Perfect.
And an elbow takes Kratos out then
Lads,
as well.
Keith has been concussed enough, okay? Can we stop concussing Keith?
This is my second time concussing him.
Exactly. So Kratos
technical assist.
Like, there's a fucking reason why
I'm
he's
going to
not able to
pluck
wrestle
and
anymore.
cook you.
So
all right, Hannibal, calm the fuck down.
So every time he says that, I just have an image of fucking James Rage doing that fucking shitty Cena punch.
So with that then, so Selena
that's you a few times too.
Yeah. So with that then, so Selena's kind of out of the ring at the moment. The James Rage like focus on her in particular, goes to start walking towards her. The lights go out, and when they come back on, in between where Selena is outside the ring and where James Rage is on the apron is me. It's Kyle Decker in his full gear.
I really want Selena just to say, I've never thought I'd be fucking happy to see this bastard.
So there's a little cursory glance at Selena, like a nod like that. He goes into the ring and puts his dukes up. He wants a fist fight with James Rage.
Oh,
you can fucking have one.
Decker.
And here we go.
Nice to a gunfight.
At the 10, at an 8. So I've drawn an 8. So Rage is winning the fist fight at the moment. And give us another roll. Let's see who keeps winning. Best of 3. What's that? A 10. That's a 9. Yeah. Nice. So that's 2 out of 3. And traditional roll.
Like I said, you bought a knife.
Oh, a 9. 9. Lovely. So you're winning the fist fight here. So take initiative. What you're going to do here.
I mean, as it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose clear out of the way and give other people room. Can we brawl away?
We could brawl away.
Yeah,
I think we can brawl away. But what I'd like to do, actually, my one spot to get in, because we can finish off the chain this way. We brawl away, I switch it, run the ropes, and go for a beautiful hesitation drop kick to take you clean out.
Oh, hang on. if it's a case of I technically won the rollout, can we do a thing where we separate, you go for the dive and I catch you with the elbow when you're in the air?
That's good. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Selena enlisting Cutter to pull a now deadweight Kratos out of the ring.
I like that. I like it. If we go, I go for the headstand drop kick. You swat me out of the fucking air just like that, and that kind of like fizzles that part out. So as that's happening in the ring, we brawl to the back, and Selena's still at ringside going, "What the fuck's going on here?" But then jumping the guardrail, looking a bit like scuffed and bruised, still in the wrestling gear, is Violet fucking Storm.
Unless you're here to pull the dead weight, fucking wait your fucking turn.
It's all right, Selena. I've got him. I'll bring him back to the car. You just look after that.
Motherfucker's driving half of us home.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Becca's a great driver.
So,
we're all gonna die on the drive home. As Selena is doing this, she doesn't notice that Violet has actually turned up. She's literally just freaking out about how she's gonna get half the roster home, only to turn around to see Violet
with this briefcase. Boom.
Oh, hit her with a briefcase.
Briefcase. Okay.
Nice. You hit her with a briefcase, and you're given one big spot, Violet. What do you do?
Oh fuck. Hurricane Rock.
Do you want to hit me with the briefcase again?
Well, like I say, you are ringside.
The other side.
You're ringside.
Put the briefcase on the ground. Hurricane Rana her onto the briefcase. Head first.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Grant. Okay, so that works out fine.
I like how they all went for her karma. Meanwhile, I'm like, fucking curb stomp me onto the fucking suitcase.
Yeah, or DDT or so. Just drive her head into the thing.
Like, you've knocked me down. Like, I'm literally down at this point. I would be on my hands and knees, have the briefcase underneath me, climb onto the apron and go for a fucking curb stomp. Come on, you're meant to be proving a point. You're meant to be unleashing your fucking anger. Come on, Kira! Get it together!
I got an idea. Cause Selena's on her knees. Do you remember the thing Taker used to do with the chair? Do that with the briefcase.
Well, like
to the throat. To the throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally have it sideways and
do it.
Is that a bit too healy though?
Do it.
Well, look, at this point, her character's going to be fucking maxing out anyway at some point. So you may
That's true. That's true too. Yeah.
Like, my character's already maxed out. Like, I've nothing to lose now at this point.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Good show. So Kira, you happy with that spot then? Yeah. Good. I like that. We've workshopped it. I like that. It was a collaborative effort.
Teamwork.
I'm sorry at you. I didn't mean it.
So anyway, you hit her with the briefcase once, then you take the briefcase and you probably say something like, "I'll show you who's fucking boss," and whatever it is, and you ram her briefcase on into the ring post, hits her right in the throat, and everyone's going, that looks a fucking sore one.
Selena, I know this isn't a good time, but Kratos might not be able to drop. You're coughing up blood. It's okay.
It's called insurance. Your grabs.
It's okay. Sorry, what do you honestly think Keith got fucking open insurance on his car? He does not have open driver on this thing.
So as Violet Storm then takes that, she goes into the ring, she stands on the second turnbuckle, she stares at Selena, starts like trash talking basically, but then you get pulled down by Silver Fox.
Pull down.
I forgot he was here.
Yeah. Pull down straight into the Midas touch. Hit that.
Bam. And you love to see it. So Silver Fox then, and then Midas at that point then gets into the ring, grabs Silver Fox by the arm and starts celebrating, only then to be surprised by Alan Morph. Now, Alan Morph, you have a choice here. Moral choice. This is fucking Walking Dead style, right? You get to hit the Fiat Panda on one person, on Silver Fox or on Rob Midas.
I literally was thinking, can I hit a double one?
Oh, you gotta choose.
You must choose. You have to know.
And you know who you're going to pick. So make
Sophie's
your
fucking choice, bitch. Sophie's choice. Who's it going to be?
Midas.
Is it going to be the man who turned your best friend evil and against you, or are you literally just going to go full dark side and just take off the fox? Like I forced Kira to do.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this option then, right, Alan? Just get right. You hit Silver Fox, and I'll cut a promo. You hit me, and I cut no promo.
Right, that's answered it for all of us. You're taking it, Rob.
Fuck you, Amy.
Yeah, it's down to look. Think of it like this: it's down to the lad who turned, like Jonathan said, the lad who turned your friend, or Amy said it, your friend to the bad side, or
not
your
actually
friend.
His beard.
No, I want a team. I want everyone to collaborate and give their ideas here. Who should I hit?
I want you to hit.
What would James Rage do?
What would James? Drop Rob Midas and then get in Silver Fox's face saying, "That's what you get."
I
agree. I would wipe out Rob Midas and square up straight to Silver Fox. Just have a stare off with him, and yeah, much like James Red said, saying like, "That's what's coming."
Yeah.
What I would do here is I would take out Midas with the Fiat Panda, and he like squabbles away with the cell. But what I would also do is I would roll out, take the world title, and throw it at Silver Fox, saying that's all it's worth.
Okay.
So we are all in agreement then that it's Midas that's taking the Fiat Panda.
Right.
Yeah.
He hasn't made his choice yet. He hasn't made his choice yet.
One sec.
Shut the fuck up.
Yo, Jim Morris, get off your phone. Contribute.
Which do we want to go for Midas or do you want to go for Silver Fox? Midas. Okay, that's grand. All right, so Jim Morris gave his answer.
It's unanimous, lads. It's unanimous.
Well, I want it to be a flying one that I haven't hit yet, because I want them to be kind of center of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I want to jump kind of like almost from the corner, not on the turnbuckle. We'll kind of leap forward, grab Midas, turn, and hit the Panda.
Oh, you want to do like an eclipse, like the Ember Moon shit, like?
Think so.
Yeah, it's kind of like I can kind of see where you're kind of like you're falling back into it, like a springboard. Fiat Panda. Oh, I like that, because you're gonna come. You can come from the blind side of the camera, so you literally they don't even see you coming. That's great. I like that.
So Midas. Bye.
So Midas gets fucking sparked out. Fox like stunned beside him, and Alan Morph. The last word is with you.
I roll out. Oh, I want to roll out. Get the title. Look at it, kind of have it in my mouth as I roll back in. Throw it to Foxy. I want us to start brawling, and I want everyone to start jump in and separate us.
Oh, I like it. I think we can do that. I think we can do that to end the show. So it starts scrapping. Everyone starts scrapping in. So Cutter, Cyrus, Jim, me and Rage are gone at this point. So everyone else still in the ring at this point just starts fucking going and goes, guys, I've never seen with this much chaos before in Future Wrestling, but this is the last show we have of our season before our big pay-per-view Last Stand. I have no idea what's going to happen next because I've never seen anything like this. They're coming towards us here, guys. We're going to go off the air now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tune in for Last Stand next week, and we'll see you next
bit me. Who's biting?
Sorry. Not right. Sorry.
Nice of you to join us, Mr. Lewis.
Let's get this over with, Fred. I'd rather not be seen here.
Very well. So, do we have a deal?
I want to see the money first. Make sure you're not bullshitting me.
Oh, of course. Here it is. Cash in hand.
So it is. And this is to take out Decker?
Exactly. Now, you have your own discretion about how it happens, but the end result must be that he's carried out of his own show.
I see. All this time we've spoken about the how and the when. But if you want me to do this, I want to know why.
No, the why doesn't concern you, Mr. Lewis. You are paid to do a job, and I expect you to do it. All I'll say is that we've grown tired of Decker's stewardship. He's been nothing more than an obstruction to what I want to accomplish.
So you're saying this is all some kind of power grab then? Just so you can make your daughter and your son-in-law top stars?
Amongst other things, I'd prefer to withhold right now. Either way, Decker needs to be removed and replaced before we can move forward. So, we have a deal then.
What's in it for me?
You're getting paid handsomely. That's what's in it for you.
Sorry, pal. You're going to have to do a little bit better than that. I'm a wrestler, not a hitman.
With no offense intended, Mr. Lewis, you'll be whatever I say you are. Those are the terms of this arrangement, whether you like it or not.
So what I say, I'd really appreciate a second series of Survive the Asylum as a sweetener to the deal.
Not an option.
You seriously won't even consider it?
I did, just now. And I've refused. Now you either take this money, or we have a problem.
In that case, I guess we've got a problem. You can take that money and you can shove it up your arse.
Oh, you are a damn fool, Lewis.
Maybe I am, but at least I'm not a corrupt little backstabbing politician like you. You'd rather me do your dirty work and pick up all the credit. I don't know who told you I could be bought, but I can't, and I won't.
Oh, you goddamn wrestlers are so frustratingly idiotic. One of these days, you people will need to learn that things like integrity and honesty doesn't exist in the real world. This case of money is the real world. It's my world. You people exist so that we can consume and thrive. That is the nature of things. And a little man like you or Adam Foster or Lisa Rose won't change a damn thing.
Yeah, well, I'd rather be a fucking idiot than to have to live in your world. Sorry to disappoint you, Fred.
You might think this is a really smart move, but just remember this, Lewis. You are just a piece on the board. Perhaps not a pawn. You're more useful, but you're still a piece, and pieces never become players. They're always used at my whim. Decker, Foster, thinks he can play, but he's the same. You may not have said yes, but I will find someone who will. I always do.
You know, for someone who despises wrestlers in wrestling, you really seem to have given them an awful lot of thought. In fact, I'd say you're obsessed with it. Stock market not doing it for you now. Now you need to gamble with people instead, is it?
Oh, rest assured. I have a lot of plates spinning at once, Lewis. I am here for sport. This is my hobby. I enjoy playing with the lives of people far more inferior to me. Now, I hope you enjoy your little victory here, James, because it ultimately means nothing.
Keep telling yourself that. I don't give a shit about your pissing contest with Decker. All I want is a good, honest fight. No politics, no puppet strings. You stay out of that match, or I'll show you exactly what this piece is capable of doing. And I won't be alone.
Remember where you are before you start making idle threats, Lewis. You think you're a tough guy, but you're not. I suggest you leave before you do get yourself into trouble.
There's nothing idle about it, Fred. But fine. Never speak to me again.
So, you got what you need?
Yeah. It's all on tape.
Good. With this, there'll be no disruption. And I'll have a little ace in the hole.
Glad to be of help.
We've got what we wanted. Let's get the fuck out of here.